So I was doom scrolling on Instagram the other day, as you do, you know, standard, and it came to my attention that there was a company that kept popping up, and I was kind of intrigued. As I tend to do, I go to the company, see what kind of products that might resonate with me, and also my sort of, you know, viewer base, and hopefully give value as well at that point. I seen that this company, I believe it's called, I believe you pronounce it as CZUR, so it's CZUR. And a lot of things that kept popping up was this keyboard, and actually a few other creators that I follow had the same keyboard. So kind of, you know, I'm a massive keyboard nerd, love them, as I do. Give them a cheeky DM and say, look, I'd like to collaborate, check out your products and things like that. You know, they said, hey, thanks for reaching out. This is the kind of things that we do. We're actually working on a like a webcam at the moment. And I said, I appreciate you offering me a collaboration in the first place, but a webcam's not really sort of the thing that I'm looking into. I said, I've been seeing this keyboard non-stop all over your page, all over Instagram ads and stuff. Is that a possibility to work with you on? And they turned around and said, you know what? Yeah, let's do it. So that's what we've got. And because I'm obviously keyboard and lifestyle, office stuff, you know, as it is, I've got 2 other extra products as well, which I'm quite surprised at the quality. But we'll start with the 2 extra products, as they're not as interesting, if you will, as the keyboard. So starting off is their notebook. Now the cool thing about this notebook is obviously it's embossed with their logo at the bottom. It says CZUR, I think that's how you pronounce it, designed by CZUR. And it's weird because it feels like felt, but then inside it's card, so it's like mind-boggling. Cool thing about this notebook, it's not like your standard everyday notebooks, right? So when you open it up, the first page it says is continue zeal until real, and then at the bottom it says CZUR Smart Office. So I was kind of intrigued. What's that? Basically, so this has all these pages. So it has 192 pages. And when you buy these, you get 192 page tokens, I think they called it. What it means is when you've written on this page, you can go to their website or their app or whatever and take a photo. And whatever you've written down, it will sort of use this border as like AI generation. And it will transcribe whatever you've written down here into text on the mobile device. But I just like the style of how this book is, because it's like, they're not really lines, they're dotted lines. And it just looks super clean. I love the colour as well. They have multiple different colours. This one just looked absolutely fantastic. Now, the second thing, it's not even remotely exciting at all. It is just a bookmark, but it's, you know, proper metal, embossed again with their logo. Has on the back CZUR. Nice little keepsake as well. If you're writing notes, whack that in there. Boom, you got yourself now a nice little bookmark. I don't know. But anyway, the main thing that we're here to talk about is this beautiful keyboard. Now, there are some things that I wish were better, but you can't expect every board out there to hit your exact preferences and hit the nail on the head every time. The only things I really could say negative about this is the shine. Once using this for a while, obviously your hands have natural oil, so you get a crazy amount of key shine. Like, you can see which keys I've been pressing the most, and it's like some sort of CSI investigation. I hardly ever press J for some reason. I mean, PORN. I'm joking. But no, seriously, like, the shine on these are absolutely insane. Natural oils just cover this thing, and it's wild. So that's the only downside on that. And then 2 would probably be the fact that it has to be Bluetooth. You can't just plug this in directly to a PC. So if your PC doesn't have Bluetooth, I believe this cannot connect to it. I had to use a Bluetooth like TP-Link dongle, plug it into the back of the PC, and now it connects through the Bluetooth 5.0. And I mean, it's seamless. It's absolutely beautiful. There's no delay at all in this. But the main thing I wanted this for is for that trackpad. So the reason I really saw this for its glory is, 1, it feels like I'm typing on a MacBook, which I love that feeling. Although I am a PC nerd, the feeling of using a MacBook like laptop, the smart keyboard for iPads, just that feeling, it's like using that, and it just gives such a nice crisp response. You don't have to always have that crazy keyboard of gamers that are like, this one's just a nice you know what I mean? But then obviously the main feature is that trackpad on the side with all the gestures you can do, the scrolling, the zoom in, the unzoom in, the double clicks, triple clicks and all that stuff. But if you are someone that likes to have a bit more of a productivity setup, you can use this on your laptop, your phone, your iPad, your MacBook, anything you can connect Bluetooth, this thing will connect to and just work seamlessly. So that is an absolute bonus. So when I'm in the sim rig, I don't have to keep trying to reach over and grab my keyboard to change maps on the racing game or whatever. Or even my mouse, I've got it all in one, and it just, the trackpad size as well. So if you're used to using like a MacBook, this trackpad feels very similar to the MacBooks. They have that same sort of glide feeling, and even the size, I think this is probably roughly the same size as like a MacBook Pro. So if you are in that era of using wireless and you also want that trackpad, this thing right here is a damn beast. I think I've been using it now for around 2 maybe 3 weeks even, and over all my keyboards that I have, which is around 28 keyboards now, still growing, I have a lot more coming on the way. This one has been the one that I've directly always gone back to, and I don't know what it is. I think it might just be the fact that the Bluetooth connects really well, the trackpad works absolutely beautifully. I normally use the Logitech mouse, but then even then, right, saying about the shine on the keycaps, the Logitech mouse, because I use it on a daily basis, the shine on this thing is just like the wear. You can clearly see where I click the button, and for this kind of expense, you know, brand and name and all that, it's just the same as using something like this. Now obviously I will do one, a sound test at the end, 2, we'll do all the links in the description, because I don't really like saying the price when they could have a deal on. I might say, oh, you know, it's £30 at the moment, you go over there and it's now 80 or whatever because they've bumped the price up because of the tariffs or anything like that. So you can go and check the price for yourself. They've got a crazy amount of stuff on their website as well, so it's not just keyboards, notebooks and bookmarks, if you will. There's all the webcams they're doing now, 4K, things like that. So you can definitely go over there, check it out yourself. But for me, this keyboard has been an absolute beast and still will be my #1 go-to at the moment, and that's saying something. I've got Quirky Writers, I've got Keychron, I've got bloody Acco, Monsgeek, Wootin, so many other brands out there that in that cupboard, and instead I've gone to this one just because I feel like this is the most natural feeling keyboard, if that makes sense. So if you're looking to note take or just use your PC or laptop or whatever and just have that free mobility of walking around like this, you know, just tapping away as you do, this is definitely the keyboard for that. Like if you've got a sim rig, a racing rig, whatever, one of these babies. That's pretty much all my thoughts. I mean, there's nothing really special about this. It's not rocking any crazy hardware. It's not hot swappable, things like that. It is low profile. It's got a trackpad. It does the job. This is probably one of them products that is just like, it says what it does on the tin. There's nothing special about it. It just bloody works. So there you go. Keyboard and trackpad all in one. Notebook, which lets you take photos and upload it and transcribe into your, write into text or whatever. And then your little bookmark there, just to add the cherry on the cake. But before we end, we'll jump into the sound test real quick so you can hear what it sounds like up close and personal. And there you have it. That's the absolute beauty of this keyboard, is the sound as well. So there you go. But I think that's everything that I can mention about the keyboard, the book and everything else. But if you have any questions of your own, please leave them in the comments below. Let's start a conversation. It'd be nice to hear your opinion as well. And obviously remember to leave a like, subscribe and hit the notification bell. Capture, create, captivate, and I'll see you all in the next video.